Hello, everyone. It's Thursday and Buzzin' Live with Barb. Thank you for being here. I hope everyone has been doing well since I saw you last Thursday. No, Saturday. I was on last Saturday. You should check out the video either on our Stamp with Barb Writer or, excuse me, my YouTube channel. Get that out, right? All right, let me see if we are showing up. There we go. Hi. Hello, Peggy. Welcome. Hi, Nancy. Okay, looks like I am live for everybody. Sometimes when you see these things in your own technology world, it might not be coming across the right way to you. So that's why I check it out on my phone every week. As everyone's jumping on, thank you for being here. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, if you're watching me on YouTube or as a replay. Otherwise, I try my best to be here every Thursday live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and share some projects with you. I need to do one thing here so I can see some. There they go. Okay. Hi, Carol. Linda, hello. I was looking for, no, wait a minute here. There we go. Oh, all right, I can see comments now. There we go. Wonderful. And thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate that. All right. Hi, Sue from Muskegon area up there. Shar, Taran, hello, everyone. Thanks so much for jumping on here. I hope you'll enjoy what I have for you tonight. I have a Christmas card, holiday card, whichever way you'd want to say. And then I also have a beautiful card using the stamp set we're going to feature in this month's blessing box. So hello, Carol. Thank you so much. I appreciate you liking and sharing. Awesome. All right. Hello, the other Carol. That's great. Okay. I am going to go ahead and we're going to turn down the camera. I almost forgot. I've got some amazing swaps to show you at the very end if I have enough time. We'll do the projects. So if you're watching and you don't want to stay for the swaps, which are really great. Hello, Margaret. You know, of course, you'll get to see the projects that I create. So if you want to create them on your own, that would be awesome. I'd love to see what you're stamping, and if you copy or somewhat copy, case it, like we're going to do on the main catalog, or not the mini catalog, not the main catalog. So, all right. I see there's several of you on here. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the camera, and we will get started with our first card. So let's go to this page right here, mini catalog. So mini catalog, I'm on page 45, and I'm going to show it's one of a kind bundle. The bundle itself is only $27.75, and that includes the dies. So let me just show you. Here is the little stamp set, and then I keep my dies in here. Now they've come out with these new little packages that the dies are small like this in a little envelope, but this only comes with 2 dies. Okay, that's probably why the price point is not super high. And then it fits the large snowflake outside, and then you have the detail that's a whole different type of snowflake. So anyway, and you know what? I don't have any. Yeah, I do have them on the. Okay, you'll see what I'm doing. So we're using this bundle, and I'm also going to use the main catalog. We're going to be using this page 24. We're going to use this super cute little penguin. So we're going to put those two together and create this card. Oh, and in addition, I've decided to use a third background stamp, and I do think it is hidden in this catalog. Okay, on page 56, there is this falling snowflakes right there, and I'm going to be using that stamp set also. Hello, Jean and June and Diana. Welcome, everyone. So I'm using a combination. I'm using a background stamp. I'm using the one-of-a-kind bundle from the mini catalog. And then we're going to use the penguin from the annual catalog. I love mixing and matching. You guys know how I love to do that. So let me move my catalogs for the moment. So yes, these are the 3 stamp sets that we'll be using for the first project. This is the background stamp, and it actually will fit if you have a Stamparatus or some type of tool like that, you could use it that way. But it does fit on block F. And I don't know, I think that might have been one that they canceled out in the blocks. I don't know, but I have it, so I'm using it. If you have it, you use it, right? I'm going to be using black. We're going to use basic beige and cherry cobbler. I'm going to move these out of the way since I don't need the stamp cases. Oh, let's put those back here. All right, let me grab what we need. And I have, actually I have pre-cut. Let me grab my stamps that I need over here. I have pre-cut the snowflakes. I hope I've pre-cut. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I have cherry cobbler, which is 8.5 by 5.5. I have basic white to go on the inside, and this is this smaller? Yeah, this is smaller. This one's for the inside. This is a great size to put in the inside of your cards, 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and by doing that you can get 5 of this size out of an 8.5 by 11. So that's just a tip for you. I like to give you little tips and tricks with our projects each time. So that's for the inside. Then I have some basic black, and this piece is 4 by 5 1/4, which makes my white 3 3/4 by 5, so that it's going to fit onto the black is going to do the border. All right. Excuse me. So I'm just going to put this around over to the side. Here is the snowflake. Okay, I've got 2 of those cut out, and we're going to, first of all, also another tip for you on how to use these background stamps. We're going to use basic beige for our snowflakes. Good, I'm glad you like that, Peggy. And when I use a big stamp, whether it's this size or even a larger image, I always take my ink pad to my stamp, okay? Just inking that up, the whole thing. And this actually has a heavy part of the snow to more sporadic, so it looks like the falling snow. All right, I'm gonna just sit that over here. So the way that I use these large stamps is I'm going to take the piece of paper that I'm stamping on, and I'm going to take that paper and I'm going to lay that down on my stamp just like that. And then I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper and lay it on top, and then just hold it so that I'm not moving my cardstock underneath, and I'm just rubbing that so that I get a good image on my white. Hello, Bobby. Okay. And here's what we have. The falling snow, which looks awesome. See that detail? All right, now how do you clean this? Just like you would anything else. I just get the extra ink off, kind of like I do when I stamp. I try to get the extra ink off before I go into my Stampin' Chamois, or you can also clean it with your Stampin' Scrub if you have the Stampin' Scrub. So you just take it. I don't know, this is how I do it. You guys, however you makes it easy for you, but yeah. And there's some down at the bottom there. Got that, almost. And if you don't feel like you're getting it, just take your chamois and do this. I mean, this probably is the easiest way to take your chamois out and just clean it like that. Okay, that is clean now. All right. Let's move that. So we're done with this stamp. Put that over here out of the way. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I do have a sponge dauber over here. And the reason I have that is I'm going to just put some color around the outside of my snowflake. Now you could do this with blue. I just thought, I don't know, I wasn't ready to do some blue snowflakes. All I'm doing is putting a little bit of the basic beige around the outside of the snowflake. Okay. And all that's going to do is it's going to actually help the snowflake show up against the snowflakes I just stamped. Hi, Deborah. Okay, so there's one, and then let's just quickly do this one. And again, all I'm doing is just rubbing this like on the edges like that, just so there's a little bit of color around the outside of my snowflakes. Just pick up some ink when I feel like it's not putting enough on there. Just tap that in your ink. That's what I'm doing up here, is tapping that in the ink, because I got the ink out of the camera there. Okay, so there's that. Okay, all right, we're done with the dauber. Now, I don't have a basic beige blend, and actually, I don't even, is there a blade? Do you guys know? Without me looking in the catalog, is there the Stampin' alcohol blends to go with basic beige? I don't know. If there is, I never ordered it, I guess. All right, so we're going to put those over here. Now we're going to use black for our little penguin. And where's my white for the front? Right here. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Getting lost in my own little creation here. All right. We're going to stamp the penguin on one of the snowflakes. That's what we're doing. So let's do that. And let's ink up this little penguin. Make sure he's nice and dark. And I'm going to stamp him kind of in the middle, but a little bit to the left on that. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment in the cherry cobbler. And the sentiment I've chosen says, let's stamp that. And that's going to get stamped on this other snowflake, kind of in the middle. Hope you have the merriest season ever. And I actually stamped that. We'll do something. We'll put some gems or something in here. I didn't quite get it down as far as I wanted to, but it's okay. All right, so that's what we're doing with the ink pads. Now, I have the blend and I have a marker. What am I going to do? I'm going to use my blend, and this is the wild wheat. I'm just going to use the bullet tip. Hi. There isn't. Okay, thank you, Jean. I wasn't sure. Now you could use whatever color works for you for the little beak, to color his beak and his little feet. But I use the wild wheat, and that works great. Now I have my crumb cake marker, and what I'm going to do is, he's just kind of floating in the air here, so I'm just going to take my fine tip end, and I'm just going to draw some lines like he is standing on something. That's all. Super easy. Nothing, it just looks like he's standing on something. Can you guys, I don't know if you can help. There, you can see it. See there? So he's not just like floating in the air with his feet. That's all. So that's what I use these for. Another thing you could do is, if you wanted to, you could do some specks on the back, on the snowflakes themselves, so they're kind of speckly, like the background stamp. So I think I'm just going to do that, just because. And how do you do it? You can do it two ways. You can take this with your bone folder, and you can tap that so that it will put some like split splats on your snowflake. Another way to do that is to take this and gently flick the edge out like this. And I'll show you, hopefully closer you can see it. Okay. Let's see if you can see. Can you see the little, yeah, you can see them. See the little flecks there? So now it really coordinates pretty well with my background with the sprinkles and the snowflakes on here. Thanks, Carol. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to do next. Let's go ahead and mount this onto our black. And that black just really makes this pop. Besides using a few, the 3 different stamp sets, this isn't a very hard card at all. But look at those snowflakes, they're so good. All right, so there's that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use some of this new ribbon. It is the Cherry Cobbler, and you guys, this is really nice. It's very easy to tie in a bow, and it's just the right size. So I'm going to bring this around, if I can get a hold of it, and bring this around here, and I'm going to bring enough so I can tie a bow. And let me grab some ribbon scissors here. Okay, I'm going to pin this back because it's so easy to start unraveling. And then, have you guys ever had this and fell on the floor and it went rolling across the floor? I'm sure you have. If you've been stamping very long. All right, let's put a bow up here at the top. And this gold really looks nice. It's really great with the snowflakes. All right, I did not tie that very well, but let's bring this bow a little bigger. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tie a knot first because I just didn't get it very tight. Here, this is what I need to do. We're going to redo this. I'm going to tie a knot so it's on there a little tighter. There we go. There, that's what I want. All right, now we'll tie the bow. Let's see what we got next. All right, let's get this bow made. See how I mean, the bow is just, it really is a nice, it's an easy to work with. It's not big and bulky. So I will tell you that the Blackberry Bliss ribbon that's new in the mini catalog is gorgeous, but it's a little more of a bulk. So if you're looking to mail cards, this is a great ribbon. The Blackberry is a little heavier, so it might take some extra postage when you decide to work with the Blackberry is all I'm getting at. That's one of the new ribbons that we have. So this is a little bit long, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this down some on each side. Okay, so there's what we have. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to bring this down about right there, so that's kind of at the top, and then let's go ahead and put these together. And what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and pop both of them up. Let me see, maybe I could do this. Let's go this way. Okay, I'm going to put these together, see, because I kind of went over to the side a little bit, so I think I went over to the side on this one, but that's okay. Let's do that. So I want my snowflakes to be like that. So guess what? I'm going to just turn this over, and I'm going to grab my Scotch tape and put that together on the back. There we go. Now let's take dimensionals and pop this up. If I can grab some dimensionals here. There we go. Big ones, yep. And if you want to, you could also put one in the middle there, you know. So, let's see, here and here, kind of 3 all the way around, like that. And get them all undone here. That's going to go, excuse me, so that's just going to go right here on our card. So cute. Look at that. So cute. But we're not done. So let's go ahead and put this on the front. And then I have one more embellishment that I bet you guys have forgotten about. So I'm going to bring it back out and tell you to go and buy some right on my website. You can go right here or click the link that's in the comments to purchase. And what I'm talking about are the gold and copper and white snowflake, the adhesive back snowflake assortment. These are in the online exclusives. The number is 162129, but they're awesome. So we're going to use the gold ones, and there's 3 different sizes. So let's go ahead with each size. Let me grab my pick tool right here. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we're going to go with a big one right there, and then grab one of these mediums. How about here? And then you've got the smaller one, and we're going to add that, if I can grab a hold of it, right there. Okay, now let's put this on the inside. Just like that. Now you could stamp the little penguin on the inside, which I actually think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Super easy. My black is still right here. How many of you have looked at the, I know we've had lots of snowflake stamp sets. Thank you. But this one is a nice, if you're new to stamping and you don't have a lot of snowflakes, this is a great one. I will also tell you that it has really good sentiments in there. So let's stamp this little guy in the inside. Ink him up. And we'll stamp him towards the bottom so he's not so far up on the page. And what we could do is, I put those stamps back here. Let's grab the other stamps. There are 3 small ones, and there's that large one. I'm just going to grab out a couple of these smaller ones, and let's put them on a block and stamp this really quick. I just didn't even think about it. But I've been trying harder to stamp in the inside, you guys. You know. So there's that. Let's grab our basic beige. And there's probably a sentiment that would be cute in here, I know. I haven't used these yet, so I'm going to just season them up a little bit by inking up and stamping off. So let's do one here, and let's kind of do that. And well, I'm going to cover this up so I don't get it on the red, on the cherry cobbler, and turn it so that the small, I should have stamped this before I added it to my page, right? Okay, let's do this one more time. I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to stamp there. Okay, well, he's got a few little snowflakes around, and then of course we can color the inside, his beak and his feet, right? So there we have something on the inside. The other thing is, let's take a look. I already did those. Let's see what another sentiment is. The front says, "Hope you have the merriest season ever." And then there's sending a flurry of happy wishes. You are a one-of-a-kind, wonderful friend. You could put any of these as little something just for you. Thank you for your kindness. So lots of good little sentiments on here for winter. Thank you cards for Christmas. Hi, Sue. So yeah, there you go with this fun little stamp set, mixing and matching all these the 3 different stamps, 2 from the mini catalog and 1 from the annual. So there is our first card with our little penguin. Okay, all right. Now the second card, I'm featuring the autumn expressions, not the sweet, because right now if you try to purchase the suite, it is not, the whole suite is not available. The suite is actually, I'm going to grab this again. Wait, catalogs right here. The suite would mean everything that you see on this page, all right? I know these are currently out of stock, and I think that's the reason that the whole suite is not available, because the stamp set, bundle, all the other things are available. So we're just using, we're using this stamp set, and I'm using a different, the different designer paper for my blessing box. And where is that? It is maybe the paper right here on page 35. Number 6, it's Regal Winter 12 by 12 paper. So I'll show you the cards in just a few minutes. Over here. But this is our next card. We're gonna. Oh, I wanted this to show you. We're gonna case the catalog. And we're going to create this card right here, but I'm putting my own twist on it. So page 36, this card, I'm going to case this, meaning copy and simply edit or selectively edit or steal and whatever. People call it different things. But I'm going to change this up a little bit. And so let's just get our things that we need. I am using wild wheat along with Very Vanilla, and I've got 2 different sizes here. The smaller one I have for the inside, and the, why do I have 2 here? I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't think I had one, and I do. Okay, let me see. This is for the inside. Either one. Yeah, it just happens to fit that really nicely, but that is not what I'm doing. I am simply using this, and then I will use that on the inside. How's that? All right, so this piece right here, looking for my measurements here, 4 by 5 1/4. This piece is 5 by 3 3/4. That's for the inside. This piece is 2 by 2 3/4. We'll be stamping on this. And then I have 2 strips. This one is copper clay, and it is 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/4. And then this one is 4 1/4, but it is 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to start out, and we are going to grab wild wheat and copper clay and mossy meadow. Those are the 3 ink pads that we're going to use. The first one we're going to use is our wild wheat, and we're going to use the wheat little stamp. And what I'm going to do is, to create this, I'm actually going to start at the corner and then come down. So just ink this up full strength, and I'm just going to start right at the corner, and I'm just going to gradually come down with the stamp, and then just fill in. See there, just kind of doing the in between to create this kind of angled look. Now I'm going to actually, I think I'm going to ink this up, and I'm going to come up and do some like shadow stamping up here and even within, just to make it look, I don't know, a little more like a field of wheat maybe. So okay, there's that. See if you see that? See how it's kind of shadow there? So that's the first part. We're going to do that. I'm just trying to, I think that's all right. Okay, where's my, this one here? I'm going to take this, and of course we're going to bring this on the inside. So let's do that, and then let's do the shadow kind of look. Stamp off. And see the two-tone there? Just adding that to our enhancement of our little page or piece here. How many of you, I'm curious to know, how many of you like to create things that are already in the catalog? How many of you take those and actually, you know, create some of the cards that are in here, just like what I'm doing? There's a lot of times I do that. There's some of them that are just not my style, and so here I picked this up to put adhesive on. And I meant to pick this up. I'd be curious to know how many of you actually use the catalog to create samples. This is going to go in the inside of my card, just like that. Okay. All right, so this is actually going to get mounted onto the front. And it still gives you a different, like a dimension when you're looking at it up close, or when you have it in person, you can see the, what do I want to say, the dimension. And you can even see it more if you were to pop it up with dimensionals, but I don't think I'm going to do that, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and put this on right now. But that's just a tip to give you an idea. Okay, so if you just joined, I see some more people just joined. If you're just joining, we're on the second card, and I'm actually taking the catalog from the autumn, the Splendid Autumn, and I'm creating one of the cards that are in the catalog. All right, so here we have these pieces. Now, if you look at it in the catalog, they have taken the wood and the leaf, and they have stamped those on these pieces here. So that's what we're going to do. So Mossy Meadow on Mossy Meadow with the piece of wood, and I'm just going to stamp just like that. Just kind of put them right next to each other and see if I can, yeah. So that took 3, and it does show up pretty well. So I got 3 on that strip. And I'm going to take copper clay now, and we're going to stamp these leaves. So yeah, if you are a new stamper, our colors have 2 names. So that's the reason when I say them, I don't know, it helps me learn them actually when I say them out loud. Nancy says, I may use them as inspiration, but usually don't copy exactly. Okay. Hi, Jackie. All right. Okay. So we've got those. And so now I'm going to go ahead and close up the ink. I also have my markers. Okay. I've got copper clay, wild wheat, and mossy meadow. We are going to use this stamp that says grateful for you. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually create a 3-tone image when I stamp. And the way that you do that is you use our Stampin' Write markers. These are water-based. You don't ever want to use your alcohol markers on here. You want to always use your basic Stampin' Write markers. So let's see, this is on the bottom and then that. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the green. I'm going to go the opposite. So I'm going to start with, the green is going to be towards the top, and all I'm doing is taking the side of my, brush tip here, and I'm just kind of coloring the top kind of portion of the word, just like that. And then next, I'm going to go ahead and take the copper clay, and then I'm going to take that color and go right close up to where I had the green, and let's bring that down into the words. Okay. And then last but not least, I guess I could have went the opposite way, starting with the lighter color, but that's okay. I'm going to take wild wheat, and that's going to go at the bottom here of what I have left to color in. Now, one of the things that happens when you use the markers is it looks like your ink is drying up. You can see it's a little bit wet, but what you want to do is you want to huff on this to kind of re-moisten it so you get a nice crisp image, okay? So, and let me get over here and see where I'm at so I can stamp this. Beautiful. And then look at the variegation in the color. Can you see that? It's harder to see on the camera, but it looks great. There we go. That's how you use your markers on getting different colors on your stamps. Okay, come on. There we go. All right, let's move these out of our way. And let's put our card together. So now, these are actually the width of my card, and I don't want them quite the width of my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to rip this at an angle. I'm going to rip this at an angle, just like that, so that it comes like that right there, giving a little bit of angle. And then this, I need to rip a little bit shorter so that it's going to be a little shorter than the green. Let's see how I did. So there's that, and there's that. Okay, I got to do it a little more, and I got to go this way. Let's see. Okay, that's what I want. I like that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down first, and here's my adhesive. Gracious, it's right in my face, and I can't even see it. You guys do that all the time? Okay, so let's bring this down here, about right there, and I'm actually putting this on the stamped piece, not all the way to the edge. And then we're going to put this down. I'm going to overlap that just a little bit, so you can still see the wood. And then last but not least, this is going to go here, so I still have some of the sprigs coming up. Now, one of the things you could do if you wanted to is you could fussy cut this around and fit that right there. And I actually think I'm going to. I think that it's just too big for me. It's just too big. So here's what you do. You just kind of follow your word and go around. And if you don't like to fussy cut, then just do it like I had it. You can just leave it in the square. I didn't even, I don't think I even told you what size that was, but basically you just want to make sure that you measure this, the length of your sentiment and the width, and you want to, give yourself a little bit of space for stamping, and that's how you measure when you want to stamp a sentiment. When you cut your cardstock closely for a sentiment, if that makes sense. Okay, or looking for a die that might fit the sentiment, that would be the same thing. Measure your sentiment, and then pick the die that will fit that sentiment. Oh, I like that so much better. Okay, look at that. Doesn't that look so much better? I love it. All right. Oh, I want to pop this up with dimensionals. I was just looking at the comments. Okay, there, and let's see if I can fit one here. Yeah, wasn't sure if it was going to go off the edge on me. Okay, so this is casing the catalog, and I'm going to bring this right down there. And here is what you have. Now, you can put gems on here if you want to. You could put, I don't know. This one actually looks kind of masculine. You know what would be fun is you could create this card, and instead of doing grateful for you, you could do a happy birthday, and then you have a nice masculine card. But there you are. Card number 2, this one, Case the Catalog. I do have these gems. What do you guys think? Here's what I have. I've got the neutral adhesive back sequence, or I have earth tone shimmer gems. What do you think? I've got these copper clay ones in here. Let me pull these out. Here's copper clay. Let's see, how would they show up on here? Is it too sparkly for this one? What do you think? Should I use, which one should I use? Let me move this out of the way. I'm looking for your feedback. Which gems? Should I use any gems? Maybe not. All right. While I'm waiting for your comments, no gems. No gems. Copper clay. What else? So I think it really depends on how you want to use the card. If you want to use it more of a masculine card, you definitely don't want the sparkly. But the sequence might not be too bad. Sequence I'm thinking because, let's see, we could go with the darker sequence. That copper is a little too bright, but this darker brown color is kind of good instead of the real sparkly. I actually think that's what we'll do. I think we'll use these darker sequins. And let's see, we've got small and large, so let's go ahead and grab, here's one large right here. What I'm thinking is, let's put one right there. See, that doesn't look too bad, right? And then we've got a small, let's see, we could sprinkle that small one. How about right there? Oops, I got sticky. And one more. I think, let's see if we can get a bigger one down here. What do you think? Maybe a bigger one down here on the green? That's not too bad. It really, actually, it does not make it look sparkly at all. But yeah, there we go. There is card number 2. This one is Casing the Catalog. So I'm going to put these in here, and then I'm going to grab the catalog to see how different it looks with what I did compared to what's in the catalog. Let's take a look. Nope, wrong one. Okay, Barbie. There it is, right in my hand. All right, so here we are. This is the catalog, and this is my copy. What do you think? Now, they use the word change can be beautiful, and I used grateful for you. See what they did here? They also put another sentiment on there where I used the leaves. I changed that up. So, that's how you case something from the catalog. Make it your own, but yet get that inspiration, like Nancy said, from the catalog, and then go from there, right? Alrighty, there's card number 2. Now, I told you that I would share with you some swaps that I got. Before I do that, I'm going to show the cards again for my blessing box. The 15th is the cutoff date. Thank you, Jean. The 15th is the cutoff date. And you like the fussy cut, Jackie? That's great. So we'll be using, we won't use the bundle. You will need your, I'm going to tell you, you will need your Simply Scored tool for this class, okay? And shoot, I have it in the other room, but Simply Scored tool is what you would need for this class. It's really more of a technique kind of class that I'll be teaching with the video. But here are the cards. So there's card number 1. This is card number 2. I don't know if you can see you probably can't see the lines in here and how this is created. There, you can see the lines that we'll be using. Anyway, there's card number 3. And then last is card number 4. Okay, so you're going to get a bolt of ribbon, a package of the gold gems. These are called gold textured adhesive back dots to go with the whole thing. Bolt of ribbon, the gems, and a half a package of the designer paper, along with portions of the other ribbons that go with the cards. It would make a nice birthday. Yes, I agree. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, so there's card number 2. There's card number 1. That's the 2 cards that we created for tonight's video. I have the cards to share with you right here. Now, first of all, I'm going to share with you my team swap. Our theme was to create a Christmas card not using a Christmas set. Okay, we were allowed to use a Christmas sentiment, but not the full Christmas set. Okay, so let me share those with you. If you like to see card ideas, these are great. Excuse me. All right, the first one, I'm going to go ahead and show you mine first. This is using the More Than Autumn pie and one of the new sentiment sets and dies out of the annual mini catalog. It says, celebrate the holidays in all the ways. And so, of course, this is peppermint pie. And I didn't do anything on the inside. But yeah, look at that. And then you've got these little peppermints. They're back in stock. They went out right away, but now they're back already. So there you go. There's that. Thanks, Jean. Here is another one that uses that More Than Autumn. And then look at we've got Winka Stella on here. And I'm so bad. I don't know. I don't remember who did this one. Nancy, is this one yours? I did not pay attention when they got put in there. They are out again. Oh, darn. Anyway, so cute. Here is one using the trees. And like I said, in this paper, isn't that gorgeous? Using the trees. And then this is embossed with, I don't know if it is showing up very well. It's not showing up. There you can see the snowflakes. It's embossed with the snowflakes. It's the Christmas tag set. Is that the plaid embossing folder? Yes. And then they've taken ink and they have inked the green and the red stripes with this green is the shaded spruce and real red. All right, look at this one. I think this one is using that world background stamp. Makes the world a better place. And then our navy and gold ribbon. Look at that. So these are so creative. Lynn, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And then Merry Christmas to you and yours. So we were able to use, like I said, the sentiments. But look at that. That's being creative right there. I love it. This is a new set in the mini catalog, and this is the Winterly Treetops, I think. Using that one to color. And then all the 3 circles. So pretty. This one, we've got Season's Greetings, but look at, this is, isn't this gorgeous? She's got the blackberry ribbon, and then she used our glitter paper that we have, our glimmer paper, that's the whitish color, and then she used her sponge daubers and colored that to coordinate. And I believe this was Sue Addie. This one is the train, like the Polar Express, right? Merry Christmas. This one's from Donna. Lynn did the hot chocolate and you did the world. Okay. Thank you so much, Nancy. I kind of thought you might have did the world because of the other card that you shared with me at the meeting last night. All right, and our last card, okay. So we've got a snowbird in our group. Actually, we have a couple snowbirds in our group. And so this card is from Maria. She goes to Florida and she chose to use the oh, what do you call that? Like the Hawaiian shirt snowman, right? There you go. So that's our swaps that we did for our team meeting. And I was in a big swap, and so I got some cards from the mini catalog to share with you guys. And great, it's a great group of swapping. And I don't know, I'm going to try not to, if I can show them without having to take them out of the package, that will work the best. Okay, a season of wonder and happiness. Now again, this one is using that folder. See the snowflake folder there with the tree, and she's colored it with green and blue, so it really looks like almost like a blue spruce. This is using some of the new shimmer paper that we have, and then that take a bow paper. Here's another one with the trees. Oh my gosh, look at the detail. This is the die on top of the gold. And then she's just stamped Merry Christmas along the back. Isn't that cool? You know what? I guess I should tell you. This is Sharon Rogers. This one was Sasha Wilson. And this one is April Davis. Now here is one using the Falling Leaves folder that's on the online exclusives. Some of those, that's the gold leaves that we have. And then, of course, the Autumn Splendor paper and the dots. And this is Karen McNally. Pretty. Here's another Christmas, and using that folder that I used last week. Excuse me, when I did last week's card, and using that folder, there it is. She used that behind, then the cutout Christmas cheer all year. This is Connie, I can't read the bottom. Connie Moore, maybe? I can't read what it says on the last name. I can't read. Christmas is better together, and you've got the couple dies here with some Christmas paper. Painted Ladies Journal, Lully Gonzalez. Anyway, I think that paper, that's one of the papers from the, sorry guys, I was getting all over the place. That's one of the papers from the paper that is, gives back, to the children's program. Okay, this one, that's some more of that paper using the stamp set and dies. So cute. This is Jenny Rader. Here's another one with that stamp set. I'm hoping to play with this stamp set soon. And this is from Bonnie Alexander. Here is, oh my gosh, have you guys seen this ribbon? This is the pool party with the little snowballs on there. See them? And this is the paper and the die set. I don't know the name of it. Oh my gosh, the stamp that I just used, see the silver in the background snowflakes? She embossed that with silver, and this is Jen Cho. Here's using that little house set. I can't think of the name of it, but I can't wait to do some stuff with that one. Super easy. This one is Bobby Crouch. Oh my gosh, the Caring Leaves kit that will be going out. Let's see here, what's today? That should be going out by Monday. Anyway, look at this. Here's another one. So easy. I love this design using the papers and then the outline of the Caring Leaves. And this is from Carrie Blake. Here's one super easy. This is from Trisha Hugolet. Here is the stamp set that we featured in tonight. Look at that. She did masking, stamping the leaves behind with a little bit of, looks like a sponge dauber to create that. That's gorgeous. This is Polly Riggleman. How many of you like this little reindeer guy? That is a lot of, 1, 2, 3, well, I guess it's 3 dies to create the little reindeer face, but how fun is that? This is the stamp doc. Melissa, I know her name is Melissa. How about this one? Do you guys like this? This, I don't know. I'm not happy about the smile. I don't know. Something creepy about that smiley face to me. This is from Michelle Hornback, but it's using that plaid folder. Really nice. Cute, cute. Here is another one using the More Than Autumn, and nothing's better than peppermint hot cocoa. And this is Joanne Mulligan. Isn't that cute? And this is some new ribbon. This shaded spruce ribbon is in the mini catalog. Here's another one with that tree that has those really detailed dies. May your days be merry. Yolanda Nixon. All right, look at this one. And she just stamped, she did not do a whole lot of coloring in this. This is the Shepherd stamp set in the mini, and I believe it is back in stock. I did not, I looked at the, what do you call it? The inventory status report before I came on here. So I'm pretty sure this is back in stock. It's $1 million stamp set. Karen Hicks. And two more here. This one is very simple, but it's very pretty. Winter Wishes with the new die, some of the new white ribbon, and then some of the designer paper. And this is from Dina Rico. This one is these cute little reindeers again. Oh my gosh, with the mama. This is heat embossed on crumb cake. Just heat embossed and using white on crumb cake. And this is some of the designer paper that is green and gold. I can't think of the name of it, but it's an online exclusive, and it's gorgeous. So you can see that gold in there. This is Rosemary Gonzalez. All right, and the last thing I have, look at this cute cocoa packet. And this slides down, and this flaps up, and then you put your cocoa inside the packet. Isn't that great? This stamp set is, I love it. I've done a couple things with it. Not enough time. I wish I could just stamp and not have to go to work full time, right? But yeah, and then there's the sprinkles that are so cool to stamp, and then the colored marshmallows. This calls for cocoa. So there we have it. All that fun stuff. Let me go ahead and turn the camera back around and say thank you so much for being with me. You love the cocoa card? Yeah, there's so many cute ones in here. I am so happy to be able to do some swapping like that. It's a lot. You do, you can join 1 or 2 groups usually, depends, and you have to do 21, and so you get at least 20 cards back, because 1 goes to the person that's doing the whole swap, so that they get 1 of each card that comes in for their time, because it takes a lot of time and organization to do those swaps like that. Well, I am glad that you stuck with me. Thanks for being here, you guys. I will see you soon, and I hope that you'll try to create something that I shared tonight. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you soon. Alrighty, bye.